Hi everyone, welcome to Follow Your Heart here on the Natural Parent Magazine. I'm Cullen. Today I want to talk about something called a growth mindset. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that, especially if you have slightly older kids, but a lot of you maybe haven't. So I'm curious to know who's heard of that before and what you're doing to encourage your children to have a growth mindset. So first of all, what does it mean? Well, about 30 years ago, Dr. Carol Dweck is the one that popularized that word, that phrase, the growth mindset. So have a look for that information. But so this has been studied quite a lot, and we know that. I mean, I say it all the time. Our minds are such a powerful thing, and we can't and we don't need to control how we feel or our emotions, but controlling our minds is actually a great skill to have. And, humans are the only beings on the planet that have this ability. And this is what you're teaching your child first through connection and relationship. You're helping them gain insights into themselves. And then you're giving them also that ability to regulate themselves better. Right? So that develops over their childhood. And one of the ways that you can help them have a bit more control, more regulation over themselves is to develop a growth mindset with them. But guess where it starts? It starts with you. You first need to work on your own growth mindset. So when a problem comes your way, how do you respond? When you can't do something that's new, what do you do? How do you go about learning a new thing? How do you speak to yourself about it inside your own head? How do you speak out loud about it? We're obviously we're born with a growth mindset. I mean, because I hear it all the time. People say, well, babies, they don't decide when they fall down 100 times in a day that they're just going to give up trying to walk, right? So we're all have this in us, but it kind of gets taken away. And a lot of times that's by how we're judged by other people. Maybe we're teased. It could happen with our parents, our siblings, school, all kinds of things around us. We start to develop this idea that, it's no good to try, or if we can't already do something, we'll never be able to, or what's the point? Well, my son has come up with a phrase that I love. A lot of you would have heard, practice makes perfect. And he always says to me, Mom, practice doesn't make perfect. It just makes better. And that's absolutely right. So that is one of our growth mindset phrases at home. Another great one is, I can't do it yet, or I don't like it yet, right? So you can just add that simple little word yet onto the end of something and watch how that just changes your own perception. And if you start teaching that to your child when they get really frustrated, tying shoes is a big one, or something where they're really a skill they're wanting to do and it's a hard one to learn and takes a little bit longer, like writing, and being able to say, I can't do it yet, actually makes a really big difference than just to say, I can't do this. Right? So it's all about practicing and remembering that you can grow yourself by changing your mindset, and just remembering that there's nothing wrong with not getting something right the first time, that we all are learning every single day. And so how do you encourage this with your children? What else would you like to know about bringing your children up with a growth mindset? And so ask me your questions and I will answer them on Friday or next week. And remember that this all starts with you. So think about how you are talking to yourself and notice what you're saying out loud when something isn't going your way or when you're finding something difficult. What are you teaching your children about getting things wrong, making mistakes, right? Have a think about it. And I will see you tomorrow talking about something from the magazine. What will it be? Bye, everyone.